Welcome everybody to Enigmatica 6, Episode 2. So today we are going to have a look at power generation. We can start getting some upgrades in the base and a few machines. And we're going to have a look at maybe upgrading our ability to mine with mining gadgets. But without further ado, let's crack on. Okay, and here we are, guys. Episode 2. So where we ended off last episode, we'd finished building our little 9x9, which, as we stated, got a little out of hand, but I think it's looking great. And we just finished the decking area out here. Now, when we left off, it was very orange. And I had a bit of a play around, and this is what I've come up with. So I put a bit of the oak wood in here, some of the stripped oak logs, replaced some of the bits in the roof here, the trapdoors and the slabs with some oak as well. Threw in a few of these little pot plants with the eucalyptus saplings. There's another one down here. You know, just a few little bits and pieces to trim it up. Changed out some of the posts, and I'm very happy with this. Also changed out some of the slabs around the edges here. Not 100% sure if this is going to stay, but I am much happier with it. It's a whole lot less orange just in your face, which is great. So something else I did, I'll take you for a quick run around the corner here, is we got ourselves set up with a mine. Nothing terribly exciting, but the exciting part is down here. So I wouldn't normally leave diamonds to show you guys on camera, but this was just unreal. This is my luck. I never have luck like this. So I dug down to Y level 12, you know, diamond level. Started doing some mining and decided to extend the center passageway out a little bit. Got down to here, and voila, diamond. But that's not the exciting part. More diamonds. And then, behind that, more diamonds. How crazy is that? So, yeah, that's why I thought I'd leave that to show you guys. Now, I wish I had something with fortune on it, but unfortunately, we're going to need the diamonds in the meantime. So, here we go. Let's work out how many we got. Vein miner. Let's just do it like that. So, there's our first 4. And you. Ooh, 7 in total. And 21. Ooh, that might be pretty close to actually what we need. I believe to fully upgrade our mining gadget, which is what we're going to look at today, I think we actually need 22. We may have a couple diamonds back up in the house. Okay, back up in the house now, and no, we don't have any diamonds, but that's okay. 21, that is an amazing start. Now, as you can probably see, I'm wearing some diamond armor. So I was doing a little bit of caving and a little bit of exploring, and I ran across one of those boss mobs. Its name was Tabitha. Which one hit me to start with. So I managed to get that down. I think it had something like 140 health or something. It was massive. It was crazy. So we fought that, and it dropped diamond chest piece with unbreaking 2, Tabitha's reinforced crystal, whatever that is. Yeah, so we got unbreaking 4 and projectile protection 7, which is pretty cool, and a pair of diamond boots which have 0 durability, so they're basically busted. So that was pretty lucky. So another thing, I did unlock the Akashic Tome. So I said last episode, if you're not aware of that, this is the tome. So this has all of the different guidebooks for the different mods that are in the mod pack. Obviously not all of them, but quite a few. And I guess all of the mods that actually have guidebooks, I should say. So all you do is you open it up. Say we want to have a look at 50 Shades of Bees. That's sexy. We have a look at it. We open it up. We can see all the bits and pieces we need for our bees. Get out of there. And then all you do is left click while you're not looking at something, and it turns it straight back into your Akashic Tome. Very handy. Saves you having half an inventory, or half a chest just full of books. Right, so that's good. We'll throw the quest book in there for now because we can actually access it from here. Yeah, so I did a little bit of mining, so we've got just a little bit of stuff. I was doing a little bit more exploring and just getting myself more set up than anything else. Wasn't really going for a massive resource grind, but we've got a little bit to work with, so that's a good start. New tools, lots of seeds and whatnot, and then just our usual resources, so not a whole lot here. This is just sort of a miscellaneous. We've got a couple of waystones now, which is good. I found a couple of villages while I was out and about. Some quark stuff, pieces, setting a few things up for bees as well. I also found while I was out and about these claws, digging claws. Increases the wearer's mining speed and base mining level. I actually found 2 of them, which is, yeah, fairly crazy. So I've got claws on both hands. I'm wearing bunny slippers and I've got claws. I've saved a couple of recipes over here on the left hand side. So if you're not aware, what you can do in JEI, just type in what you're looking for, click off so that there's no flashing cursor over here, and then hover over the item you want to look at and press A. So if we go A, you can see that it saved the 3x3 upgrade over here. Click A on it again and it's gone. It saves you just having to constantly search up what you're looking for, and it's good if you've got a few things in the works. You can just put those items up here and problem solved. So the first thing we're going to have a bit of a look at today is getting into mechanism, because I would like to use mechanism wind generators. Like I said, our ultimate goal is to get ourselves a mining gadget, which I believe we've got enough diamonds to do that, which is no dramas there. We just need an ability to charge it. So that's where the Tinker's workbench from Thermal series, which is thermal expansion, where that comes in. So that's a neat little unit. It just has a single space interface. You just drop the mining gadget in there, just charge it. Pretty normal. But what we're going to end up having to do to get through all of that, we're going to need power. So we're going to start with wind generation, I think. Now, these, as far as I know, if we go shift and generator that uses the strength of the wind to produce energy with greater efficiency at higher levels. So we've got a giant mountain above us. So the idea was that I was just going to clear a patch off at the top of the mountain and set them up there and then run the cables down. But it's going to get very expensive because 2 steel ingots makes 8 cables, and we're going to need quite a few cables to get it down from the top of the mountain. So I've got a better idea. Let's see if we can go out here and kill these guys. Are they that close? Oh, he's on our roof. Of course he is. Hey, guy. How you doing? Okay. Hopefully we can sleep now. Get off my roof! Normally it's like, get off my lawn, but this guy's hanging out on our roof. Okay, so we'll sleep. That should fry everything that's outside that wants to touch us. So, the goal. Just saying. We don't want to be running cables from all the way up there, because that's just going to be ridiculous at this present time. We're going to have a look later on once we get a few more resources. But what I'm thinking is we could probably, maybe around this level up here, is clear out a few little spots, some flat spaces. You know, deck it out a little bit, make it look like it's supposed to be there, and maybe put 4 windmills across the... I can see you, creeper. I can see you coming at me, boy. Across the top here. And that way we don't have to run the cables that far. It's still running the cables a little bit further. Like, we could just stick them down here on the ground, but, you know, we want to make this area look pretty. And then once they're up there, they can just stay there. They're not going to be in the way and all the rest of it. Yeah. Yeah, I see you. We do have, as you can see, like when we come into the area, it says Cheese Wizard 007, so that is our area. I'm not 100% sure if mob destruction, whatever it's called, mob griefing. Wow, that was hard. If griefing is turned off, because I know in some packs when the creepers come into your area, they explode. It doesn't actually destroy your stuff. But it's not something I'm willing to, you know, go and test. Just invite them into the house. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need anyway to get all into this, as you'll see, everything needs infused alloy. So infused alloy is redstone and iron in a metallurgic infuser, gives us our infused alloy. we're also going to need, I believe, yeah, so there's basic control circuits, which are redstone again, and our osmium ingots. So that's nice and simple. And then we're going to need steel for the cables. Now to make steel, we're going to need, where are we? Metallurgy confuser. So we need to enrich iron. So that is coal and iron in the metallurgy confuser. Gives us the enriched iron. And then you're gonna show me your use for that. Maybe. There we go. Sorry. And then the enriched iron with the coal turns into steel dust, and then we just smelt the steel dust up and we get our steel ingots. So a few steps. So I usually start out with 2 metallurgy confusers, just so we can, we got a little bit of space there, because this does take a little bit of time. And these machines are obnoxiously loud. The terrible part about it. But before we can do all of that, we're going to need another power source, right? Like, we're going to need something to power all of this to start with, because we can't even make the steel without the metallurgy confuser. So we're going to need, I think what we'll do is we'll just start off with a thermal Sterling dynamo, I believe. Yeah, Sterling dynamo. Words are hard. So this is just a simple little generator that you just feed it coal and it gives you power, and we can actually slap this straight onto the side of the machine, and it'll power the machine in the interim. Nice and cheap. So we're gonna need redstone flux coil, which so we can put gold and copper. Ooh, that's new. So it used to just be gold, but now it is copper. So we might actually use copper instead of gold. We'll grab some of that. We'll grab some redstone. Need our osmium. We're going to need some coal. We're going to need some coal. We're going to need a whole lot of everything soon. But that's the whole point of this, is we can get to our mining gadget nice and quickly, and then we'll just burn through mining. It's actually ridiculous. So let's have a look. So we'll start off with one of these bad boys. We're going to need our iron gear, which I think we may have iron nuggets in here. Yep, that's a bit different. It used to be either just the iron around itself or iron around a stick, maybe. Iron gear. And marble accepts any stone. Now, I believe we cooked some stone up today. There we go. Preempting the fact that I was probably going to need some stone for some stuff, and bam, there we go. Ooh, and a quest. So where are we? Thermal series. Oh yeah, we've already got our crescent hammer. Oh, excellent. Energy cables. Ooh. So any coal, Sterling dynamo. I'm gonna get food. An energy cell. Oh, I can hold 1,000,000 RF or FE, forge units, or whatever. It's called forge energy, I think it is these days. Same thing. And energy cables, and I believe these are from power. Yeah, so these energy cables are great. I've used these quite a bit. Like that's what's basically running my entire base in all the mod 6 at the moment, which is, they're easy to make. Sweet. We'll leave that alone for the time being. Did that unlock anything else? Didn't unlock anything in power for us. What have we got here? Power wrench. We'll grab that. Out the tiers, we'll come back to that. Dielectric casing. Anyway, I digress again, as usual. Okay, so that's actually very useful. Cod and chips. Okay, that's useful as well. Actually, go chuck that in here. So actually, that helps out a lot. So we've got to actually feed power into that bad boy, which is great. All right, so we're gonna need a couple bits of cobblestone. We're gonna need 2 furnaces. 2 furnaces. Get out of there. Yep, we've got our osmium, so we should be good to go. Metallurgy confuser. I forgot we're gonna make 2 of these bad boys, so let's 1, 2. Hopefully we've got enough resources for that. Yeah, we do. There we go. Excellent. Alrighty. Grab that out of there. That out of there. Grab our power. we're just going to slap this on the ground for now. This will get neater later, I swear. We're going to put that there. We're going to stick you... Let's do the wrong way around. We've got our wrench. Hopefully we can... There we go. And we should be as simple as... Dump coal into there. Power goes into there. And we will grab this, and we will stick that and that there. I know we probably don't need this. We could actually just stick them on that, but where's the fun in that? And there we have it. We have power. This energy cell is going to be fantastic. I was looking into what we needed to create energy cells from the thermal series. They're not a huge pain in the ass, but they're a lot more complicated than just been given one from a quest, so that is awesome. Basic cell, but it'll do. Which coal we've got, excellent. Alrighty, so in one of these we're gonna have to stick some redstone, and so you in like that. So this should give us our enriched iron, I believe. No, this will give us our alloy. There we go, infused alloy, so that's what we need for that. And this one, if we put, say, coal in there, 25 in there. Now this should give us our enriched iron, I believe. And then from the enriched iron, we add that back through. Yeah, look at that. Look at me remembering things. Alright, so I'm going to let these cook for a little bit, guys. We'll get a little bit built up, and once I've got some of this, we'll cut back in and we'll see where we can go from there. Alrighty, and we are back in the base. I've gone and done a little bit of mining, as we were saying before. Just because with everything that we cooked up here in the Metallurgy confusers, I don't think we really had enough in the way of steel for the length of cables for how far we're going to be running these. So I went and collected up a little bit more iron, which will come in handy. I think what we're going to be lacking eventually after all this will be redstone, but we'll see how we go. I've cooked up a little bit more smooth stone as well. Oh, well, not smooth stone, just stone. And started having a look out here at where we were going to place these windmills. So using the stone cutter in there, we can actually cut to these like stone pillars, heavy stone bricks, which are actually they look like a double block length brick, which is really nice. A little bit of like a bit more of an industrial look compared to what we've got going on here, which is what I'm looking for. We'll snazzy those platforms up a little bit more afterwards, but that's the general sort of gist of what I'm looking for. So we'll put one there. We'll probably put one maybe a little bit higher over here. One across here a little bit higher, and one down there a bit further. And we'll link them all together and run the cable down. So I know it's a waste of cables, especially early game, but you know, it's modded Minecraft. We can always go and find more, and we want it to look cool. So I guess the next thing is to actually crack on and make some windmills. They shouldn't be too hard. We only need 4 to start with, and this is also gonna give us the ability to, like once the cables are run up there and run down here, we can stick a whole bunch more windmills all over the side of that hill if necessary. So what do we need for the windmills? So we're gonna need osmium, which is terrifyingly low. We'll have just enough to make 4 windmills by the looks of it. The basic control circuits, which we've made, the infused alloy, which we've got, and then these energy tablets, which are a pain because they don't stack. So, as you can see, absolute pain. I'm not going to shift click these out. How many we need? So there's like 1, 2, 3, and 1 more. There we go. This is that, and that should be all we need to. Really, you're gonna make me shift click this each time? You are. Brilliant. Okay, 4 wind turbines, or generators. At us. And these are really cool. They're yeah, we can place one inside. Like you can see it spinning in their hand, which is really cool. yeah, very cool model. Very easy to use. Like you can see, it's already generating power, which is fantastic. Yeah, so you just connect the basic cable, universal cable, straight to the front of this bad boy, and we are good to go. That is the start of what we need. So we've got our 4. Let's have a look. Is there anything else we need to produce right now? So we've got our metallurgical fuses. We've got our basic cable. We're definitely going to need more of that. And our wind generators. So what we can do with this is we can actually set this up. So we can go dump. We can drop coal in there. Do we have any more coal? We do. This is going to eat all of our supplies. That's fine. So if we dump half the coal in there, we can actually go like this, and then we can go to configure outputs at auto eject, and we want right hand side to be output, which it already is. Yep. So you can see that it's coming out of here, going straight into here, and as long as we've got coal in here as well, this enriched iron is just going to cook straight into our steel. So we can actually just leave that running, which will be handy. We need a little bit more coal maybe. There we go. Cool. So what? Oh no, we're going to need more coal on this side. That's what we're going to need. That eats it up. This will create our steel dust anyway, and then once we've got our steel dust, we'll have to throw that in the furnace and get our steel ingots, but that is no dramas. We'll probably steal the coal out of here. Now, I did have an idea for alternative power. So we were gonna actually run the base off of Stirling dynamos to start with, and I was gonna build a massive array of these bad boys, and we're gonna use the sooty bees from Resourceful Bees to produce the coal and feed it with a renewable resource. So I did some testing in a test world, and they just, like, we would need hundreds of those bees. So it's a little bit, the Resourceful Bees is a little bit different in this this pack than what I'm used to using. So instead of just getting coal straight from the honeycomb, we get like a chunk, and then you have to cook that chunk, and then that chunk turns into coal. And then there's only a 50% chance that you're going to get one anyway. So like, it's something we can have a look at down the line, because we're definitely going to get into Resourceful Bees because they're a lot of fun. But I feel we're probably going to need to either get into apiaries, if I can say the word properly, because you get like more bang for your buck. You get more honeycombs, and then the more honeycombs you're putting through your centrifuge, the higher chance you have of actually getting the resource you're looking for. So that's probably the road we're going to have to go down if we want to do something crazy like that. Basically, I'm just trying to avoid jumping straight into a nuclear reactor or some kind of reactor. But yeah, trying to look for alternative power supplies. And guys, so the reason we were cooking up all that stone before was to create these heavy stone bricks and the stone pillars. Yeah, we just get them from here. Quick and easy. Something a little bit different. I keep forgetting about this. And chisel is in this pack as well, which is fantastic. There are some of the factory blocks that we'll be using a little bit later on. I'm a massive fan. So I'm going to crack on through this. I'm going to just go up there, clear out a few little spaces, and get our tunneling in. And then I will come back with a bit of an update and show you guys what it looks like and where we're at, and if we need to go for another resource grab. Are all in place, and the cables are all been run through the mountain, and we are good to go to start running machines and just chewing up the world. So we've got a little bit of wiggle room up our sleeves as well, because the cable that we're running has a capacity of 3,200 RF per tick, I believe, and we are currently putting just over 300 through. So we've got a little bit of room there to be able to stick quite a few more windmills along the side of this mountain, which I think is going to be great. And like, I know the platforms are looking a bit bland at the moment, so between episodes I'll fix that up and we'll come up with a nice design. So let's head down on into the base, and we'll continue cracking on through towards our goal of getting the mining gadget. So the power cables, as you can see, are coming right through the mountain and into the back of the base here. So we've got these little areas at the back of each of the walls, which gives us a bit of space, and there's another one through there. So what we're going to do, I think, is we'll run that cable down under the floor and to this center block here. So we're going to have to make our Tinker's workbench. And I believe, actually, we've got, yeah, we've got a few of these items already good to go. And our redstone coil. We're going to need a couple of planks, and we should be good to go. Bam. So this thing has a pretty simple interface. You can see in here. Never worked out what you can do with fluids, but I guess if you've got some item that can take fluid, you can pump fluid into here as well. Oh no, so you can fill items. I guess that makes sense. But yeah, we will just put our mining laser into here, mining gadget, and it will be charged. Nice and easy. And for what it is, it's reasonably cheap. So, and you can probably see in my inventory, I've got quite a few more of these cables. So we set that steel up over here to cook up while we were out doing our bits and pieces. And I came back, we had a full stack of steel, and of course I shift clicked. And I filled my inventory with cables. Which, yeah, it's not a bad thing. We've got a few extras now, which, you know, that's fine. How far down do we want to go? So, that'll be the floor. One down from the floor. Iron. Don't mind if I do. There's the floor level. So, I'm... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, we can mine with these. That is ridiculous. Okay, that is very cool. I thought it just increased our mining speed, but oh, it did. It just increased our ability to mine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. That and that. Love these slippers. We got our cables down in. Go from this side, I think. Put that on there. So that looks good. That fits. And then from here. If we need to light this up or not. Please don't judge me. I hate sideways torches. If you put your torches like that, you're a terrible person. I'm a terrible person. I just did it, but yeah. And there we have it. And this should be getting power. It is. That is fantastic. So, where are we going to put all these machines? So what I'm thinking is we actually need another pickaxe. That's what we need first. This one's got 78. That'll do. I know this is fair jank, guys. We will get some more resources. We get some actual tools, some actual armor, a few things together. So, and I really do apologize for the amount of times I'm saying so. Put that in there. What if we actually bust that out and grab that? Put this in here as a bit of a buffer. Can't imagine we're going to need it. Still got power. Well, I think if we're trying to charge things, instead of sucking all of the energy out of the entire system, we'll have we'll have like 1 million RF here, or Minecraft joules, whatever it's called these days. So that's a start. Now guess we don't need you any longer. And you two, do you have anything in you? Nope. We'll get rid of that, and we'll get rid of that. So the way I like to do it is I like to just set it up so that we've got our machines in the wall like that. Yeah, that looks good. And they will both be powered. And we're going to get ourselves some thermal expansion stuff as well. So we're gonna probably, I think we've saved the recipes already. Yeah, so we're gonna go to redstone furnace and a pulverizer as well. So that way we can start getting into things like Invar, Electrum, that sort of stuff. Nice and easily, we just chuck it in the pulverizer and break out what we need to. And having a redstone furnace is always handy. So I think we can get rid of that. 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 Ooh, all right, so let's crack on, I guess, into what we actually meant to be doing this time. Might go like that and just put some power cables across the back here, just preempt. We go, and that looks nice and neat. So we're going to have all of the machines through in the walls. We'll decorate this a little bit better, but nice and neat. You can't see the cables. We haven't got bits and pieces running everywhere. Fancy. So let's give the old inventory a quick clean. Get rid of some of these bits and pieces. Don't need you. Don't need you right now. That can go back in here. So where are we going to store? Power cables can go in here. You can go in there. You and you. And let's have a look at what we are going to need to make our mining gadget. So 3 emeralds, diamonds, I apologize, and 2 there. So we're going to need a couple of these blank upgrade modules. We're going to need 2 at least for that. 1 for there, 1 for there. So that's a couple of diamonds and some gold. That is easy. That gold, grab the diamonds, we'll grab some. I can't remember if we need any of you. And actually, while we're at it, I was looking up Chisel before. I'm super excited that Chisel's in this pack. I haven't played with Chisel for a little while, which is nice. So we're looking up mining. And we got all of these different upgrades. So what makes this thing so powerful is, well, it's upgrades. So when you first create the laser, it breaks 1 block just like you're using your pickaxe. But we have all of these different options, which is fantastic. So 3x3 is a definite. The light emitter. So this thing, or light placer, sorry. So as you mine, once the light level gets lower than 8, it'll drop a light for you, which is awesome. You don't have to stop. The freezing. This one is so good. So if lava or water start to pour into your mining tunnel, it'll either turn it into cobblestone or it'll freeze it, which is awesome. Fortune, which is fortune. The range upgrade. So this is absolutely fantastic as well. You can stand back and just nuke all of the blocks in front of you. The battery upgrade, so you can upgrade this thing so it's got a 10 million RF battery, which is just broken. It's fantastic. And then of course, efficiency 5, so that it uses even less power. So between that and this, you never have to stop. So we also have Silk Touch, obviously, Void. So Void is very good. Instead of using a dank, you can literally just void all of the cobble, all the rest of it. And the magnet. The magnet is a definite need as well. And as you can see, they're all reasonably cheap. They're just diamonds for these blank upgrades, which is the biggest thing. Even this isn't that expensive. Like, we've got a golden apple in there, and we've got some slime balls. So the Silk Touch isn't even that hard to come by. I think our biggest constraint is going to be diamonds. That's what's going to slow us down the most. As you can see up here, we've got 3 different versions of the mining gadget. So each one does exactly the same thing. They're just different skins, basically. And I really, really like this one. So that's the one we're going to go with. So let's crack on with this. Stop talking about it and let's make it. For that, I think it needed a little bit of lapis. Thank you, thank you. Let's go. As we'll make 2 of those because we're, well, 3. And let's have mining laser. Yes. Check this thing out. How awesome does that look? Oh, it's so good. All right, so we have an interface. I believe it's Shift G. There we go. So you've got a few different things here. So if we've got the 3x3 range size upgrade in, we can adjust the size there, but we don't have that in there. The range, you can turn that up as well. The visuals, we'll get to a second. Actually, no, let's have a look at that now. So you can actually change the color of the laser to be whatever your heart desires. If you want like orange and black laser, you can do that. You can have it shrink blocks or fade blocks. So I will put some power in this. And I will show you what I mean by fade and shrink. So if we come over here and it is on visuals. So it's on shrink blocks. See how they shrink down? Whereas if we put them onto the fade, see how they sort of disappear a little bit? It is awesome. Now we need to tidy up out here a little bit. I prefer shrink myself. Makes them nice and small and they break away. So we will set that back to shrink. And go jam that back in there and put some power in it. And while it's charging up, we'll make the upgrade station. And I believe we unlocked a quest as well. So we must go and look at that. So she's sucking that juice down. Lovely. Now we've got easy. And now for some reason I thought this thing needed power, but I don't believe it actually does. We can put it down there. You open it up, you put the mining gadget in here, and then you just drop your upgrades into here. It's as simple as that. So let's have a look at our quest. Tools and armor. Oh, we got the light place. Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, that is very helpful. And then, of course, it wants us to upgrade to all of the higher tier items. Ooh, that is worth doing. Get ourselves a magnet. Excellent. So, actually, I can show you because we've got an upgrade and that is done. All we do is chuck our gadget in here and put the upgrade in there like that. Take it out. And it now has the light upgrade on here. We go Shift G. You can see the upgrades and you can turn them on and off from in this interface. So if you notice, you just overloaded it, but you don't have a big battery and it's just sucking down all your power, you can turn off some of the unwanted bits and pieces. Or you can have all of them on here and say you no longer want Silk Touch. You'd prefer to have your Fortune turned on. So you can turn on the Fortune, turn off the Silk Touch, and vice versa. It's very handy. Very excited about that. So how many diamonds we got left? We've got 12 diamonds left. So we want to go... Hey, that's 9. So we don't have quite enough diamonds to get our 3x3, but that's okay. Let's go with... How much battery does this thing have? 1 million. It's a battery upgrade. That we can definitely afford. Maybe we'll have a look at the battery upgrade. We have battery upgrade and we have efficiency. Efficiency is very cheap as well. Efficiency is very cheap. Very cheap. It's just a lot of redstone, so we'll be definitely about to get to efficiency nice and quickly. Okay. And the range upgrade. We could probably do one of those as well. So let's go a battery upgrade. And let's chuck in a range upgrade. Like so. We've still got 8 diamonds left. We could probably upgrade that as well. Let's grab that and our emeralds. There we go. And I'd say this one needs, yeah, blocks of everything. So we'll hold off on that one for a little bit. And what's the tier 2 of this? Just iron and blocks of quartz. That we can definitely do. I know this is eating into our quartz, but that's fine. I know we can get more down on that beach. And then tier 2 of that. Okay, and we still got 8 diamonds left. Do we want to go fortune or do we go into efficiency? Let's increase the efficiency on this. So we've got a few stacks of redstone left. Chuck that in there. So it's efficiency, and then efficiency 2. Oh, fortune. No, efficiency. Sorry. Derp. Grab that out. The blocks. Grab that. 2. Can we go 3? We can. Nope. We need efficiency 3. Okay, I think we'll leave it at that because we don't want to eat up all of our redstone. And now it's as simple as chucking that in there and just click those in. And you can see instantly that the cost just went down. So this will tell you how much everything costs. So per block, it's going to eat up 230 RF. But we have an internal storage of 5 million, which isn't, you know, isn't shabby. So we'll chuck that in there. Alrighty, so we'll let that do its thing for a few minutes. And then I will, once it's charged up, I'll head down to the mine and I'll show you guys what this thing can do. It is unreal. Oh, back in a moment. Okay, so here we are, guys, back down in the mine. We've got our mining gadget all charged up and ready to go. So we've taken a quick look inside of the menu here. You can see I realized we had enough diamonds sitting there that we could put together a tier 2 fortune upgrade for this thing. So I went ahead and did that. So that should be handy considering all of our ore drops now come in those chunks. So hopefully this will increase the amount of ores we get, but it'll definitely help out when we find ourselves some more diamonds. We have our fortune, we got our fortune tier 2 there. We got our efficiency tier 3 and our light placer. The range upgrade as well. So we've gone from 5 blocks to 15, which is crazy. Still only 1 by 1. That will be the next upgrade, definitely going to the 3 by 3. So just to show you how this thing works, it is pretty simple. Just pew pew into the rocks. And as you can see, it as soon as the light level gets below 8, it knows, and it's where the front of the laser is, not where you're standing. So it's placed the lights here and the lights down over there. We'll just eat our way through these. And very convenient. You can just slowly walk along, and it just keeps going. It just doesn't stop. Just like that. So as you can imagine, once we've got the 3 by 3, we're just gonna chew the inside of this mountain apart. It's gonna be glorious. So with this, I would normally pair this up with a dank. So a dank is just a single block. Actually, I think we've got it here. So these are danks here. Very simple to make, and as they progress through the different tiers, they just obviously get more and more expensive. But a dank 1 can hold 250 stacks. A dank 2 is 1,000, and so on. Right up to whatever the heck that is. I don't know why you'd ever need to carry that much junk around with you, but hey. And basically, it'll just suck everything up. So instantly, as soon as you bring those items into your inventory, so if you put cobblestone or all the blocks that you don't want clogging up your inventory, you put all that in the filter in the dank, and then as you're running along, as soon as those items go into your inventory, they instantly go into your dank until the stacks are full, which is very handy. Also, I would normally be running around down here with a ender pouch or an ender sack, depending on what mod you're in. That's linked to an ender chest up in the base, and then yeah, you just basically don't have to leave. Just stay down here and just continue to mine. It is great. Well, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. So thank you so much for coming along on another crazy adventure with us. We have power in the base, which is going to help us progress very quickly. And we have our mining gadget. So we once this thing's fully upgraded, we are going to be unstoppable. It's good. It's good time. So no, once again, guys, thank you so much for coming to hang out. I really appreciate it. And we will catch you in the next one. Peace.